Hello and welcome to episode 72 of the Disney Park Princess podcast. I'm your co-host, Sarah.
I'm Sharla.
And I'm Heather.
And this week we are going to be talking all about Sharla's and my trip to Walt Disney World this week, what we hope to accomplish, what we're going to see, what we really have our fingers crossed might be open for us, and all of that good stuff. But first of all, we just need to point out that they got new stuff.
We have toys.
So now we are all on sort of the microphone headset setup. We're hoping that that will improve the sound quality a little bit. Let us know if you notice anything different. But our Patreon extras and our Patreon supporters are who helped us get all of this stuff. I already had mine, but they got theirs. So thank you so much for everybody for your support. Helps us, just upgrade everything slowly but surely, a little piece by little piece by little piece. So
it's weird because I feel like I'm going to hit the microphone with my hands.
You will. I do it all the time.
I know I used to hit the one that came in front of my mouth all the time, so this is different. But I think it's fun. It makes me feel professional and real.
Feel like a real podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. Well, first of all, I need to talk about the weather for a second because it is so rare that I get to say this, but the weather is fabulous here in Connecticut. So it's 60 degrees, it's sunny, every window in my house is open. How's it going for you guys?
I don't know. I feel like you're 60 degrees and sunny and you think it's fantastic. It's like 60 degrees outside right now and I'm freezing cold. So I don't consider that fabulous weather anymore.
Yeah.
Fabulous here. It's glorious.
Here in Georgia, it is in the 40s and raining, and it has rained almost daily for weeks now. We had a really sunny weekend, but oh my gosh, it has rained so much. Everything is flooded. The park where I usually run is completely flooded. We can't run there. Yeah, it's crazy. So,
and I know not to make any of you feel bad, but it's going to be 80 degrees, sunny, and no humidity here for the entire week. It's fine.
Well, we're going to Florida, so we don't feel that bad.
I don't know. You just told me how awful the weather is going to be in Florida, so I'll keep it. Also, I get to be at Disneyland while you're at Disney World, so.
True. That's true. All right, so let's get into the news this week. Heather, you were telling us about a new ticket option that I had sort of seen a headline about, but I don't know much about it. So why don't you fill us in?
Yeah, so Disney just announced over the weekend, and of course, I don't even have the official name in front of me, but they have added a new ticket option to their packages. So right now we're used to the Park Hopper and the Park Hopper Plus. They've added a water parks and sports option to their tickets, which is essentially the Park Hopper Plus minus the park hopping. So if you have a base ticket to Walt Disney World, but you still want to check out Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, or maybe there's an event going on at the Wide World of Sports that you really want to check out, you can add this onto your ticket and you can go to those locations but not have to have the Park Hopper. So it's going to be a little bit less expensive, but they didn't give us the pricing, so I don't know exactly the price.
So now this, am I crazy, or this is the ticket that they used to have, right? It used to be that you could buy a base ticket and you could add on the Park Hopper and you could add on, or you could add on, the water parks and the sports and stuff, right? Like this used to be a thing that they did.
They definitely used to have the water parks fun and more option. I don't remember if that came with the Park Hopper or not. I don't know. Maybe
it used to be separate, that you didn't have to have the Park Hopper to get it.
Yeah.
But when they came out with the Plus instead of Water Park Fun and More, and they said Park Hopper Plus, you had to have Park Hopper to get the Plus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, all right, so they're going back to sort of dividing it out a little bit more.
Yeah, which I kind of like that because a lot of people don't want the Park Hopper, but a lot of people do want to go to a water park or something like that. So
I don't understand not wanting the park hopper.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Sorry, I know that's a hot take and I don't mean to be offensive to anybody. And if you really, really genuinely you know what? If you don't use the Park Hopper and you really feel passionately about this, I want to hear why. So email us at info@disneyparkprincess.com and explain. Maybe it's that you just really like diving into a single park per day. I don't know what your reasons are, but I would love to hear them. Because for me, I know it's an expensive option, but the flexibility to me is so worth it. So I would love to learn. I would love to know more about why, if you are anti-Park Hopper, please tell us why. We would like to know. So anyway. Sorry.
I'm with you. I mean, this
Complete
is totally
tangent.
off topic now, but I'm with you because I very rarely park hop, but I like having the even if I use it once a trip, to me, that's worth it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll get into why actually when we talk about our trip, because I think we're probably going to be doing a lot of park hopping.
Yeah.
There's a lot of uncertainty in our trip this week. So we'll talk about all of that. But anyway, okay. All right. So up next, speaking of new options, now this I want to put big, like huge rumor letters around this. Okay. We are hearing that a new dining plan option is coming. There is nothing official from Disney about this. However, Disney's entire system basically did go down over the weekend, which usually means something major is about to happen. Something's happening. And it like the whole system went down, like the hotel check-in system, like everything went down. They took the whole system down. So just going to put those big quotation marks around it. Supposedly the new dining plan is like it's somewhere in between the Disney dining plan and the deluxe dining plan. So it's 2 meal credits, but they can both be table service. So whereas the Disney dining plan has 1 quick service credit, 1 table service credit, and then 2 snacks per person per night, this one would have the same sort of number of credits, but it wouldn't be divided out by quick service and table. It's just 2 meal credits per night and 2 snack credits per night. And those meals can be either table service or quick service. Hopefully you're using them for table service. Otherwise, I don't know why you would do this dining plan, but anyway.
So
we don't know pricing.
Deluxe plan light.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's either so they're calling it dining plan plus. And now again, this is
which is confusing enough because the Disney dining plan is officially named the plus dining plan.
Plus dining. Yeah. Disney's internal wording for that is plus dining. So now it's going to be plus. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I'm all for it. Options, right? Let's have more ticket options. Let's have more dining plan options. Yeah. And, maybe they realized that a lot of people had stopped using the dining plan because it was either too much food or not enough food or too expensive for what you get. So now here's another choice.
Yeah, my suspicion is that the dining plan is still pretty popular, but the deluxe dining plan has maybe not been selling as well. Yeah. So
I mean, it's a lot of food and it's really pricey. So
yeah. I don't know that the deluxe dining plan is worth it as far as just from a money perspective.
So I definitely have clients that always use the deluxe dining plan, but you need to be doing way more table service meals. Also, if you're planning on using room service at all, I don't know if a lot of people know that you can use table service credits towards room service, but it's basically considered a signature dining. So it's 2 table service credits. But if you're a person who likes room service, or a person who likes signature dining restaurants, then, the deluxe dining plan, if you play it right, can be worthwhile, but you really you got to want it.
Yeah.
I've done the deluxe dining before and I found it to be an obscene amount of food. It's really a lot, but I will say that I loved having it because everything that I ate on that trip was included. Yeah. Like with the basic dining plan, I like that too because I feel like it's the right amount of food, but then it's like, well, I feel like just grabbing something quick for breakfast, but then you have to go and pay for that. And so I actually really like the deluxe plan. You just have to know how to, like you said, work the system, right? Yeah. So I'm going to do a really big dinner, 2 credits. So I'm just going to use a snack for breakfast and a quick for lunch, that type of thing.
Yeah. Yep. This is what I want from a dining plan. I want 3 meals a day, but I want 2 quick service and 1 table service. That's how I think a lot of people eat because they're going to grab a quick breakfast at the hotel, grab a quick lunch, and then sit down for dinner. That's how I think is the best way to do it. But they don't listen. They didn't ask me. They don't listen to me. Yeah. So
technically, I guess that's what the deluxe plan is.
That's a whole podcast, though. And I think if they do announce this new dining plan, we should do an entire podcast about the different dining plans and how to get the most bang for your buck on that. So stay tuned for that one coming up. All right. So moving on, other news. The only last piece of news that we have is that the Mickey Shorts Theater, which is going to be showing little, like they call them Mickey Shorts. They're little short animated films. That is opening on March 4th, the same day as Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So another new attraction in Hollywood Studios.
Do you know where that's going to be?
I believe it is right around the corner. I believe it's right around the corner from the ride. They're in the same general vicinity.
Yeah.
But don't quote me on that because I don't have the announcement right in front of me.
I wasn't sure if they built something new, or if it's like where Sounds Dangerous was, or something like that. So.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That would be real close to there. So
right. It's over to the left. Anyway, all right. So let's get into it. We've talked about the news, and coming up next, we're going to be talking all about our trips collectively, because Sharla and I are going to Disney World, and Heather, as she mentioned, is going to Disneyland. So we'll talk about it all. All right, let's get into it. This time tomorrow.
I mean, this time tomorrow, I'll still be at home, so I'm not quite at the level of stress you two are at yet. Thursday, this is when it's like, oh, I can't finish anything.
Yeah. No stress. I mean, I don't have to pack. I don't have to do anything. What's the point?
Fine. We don't have jobs or anything. And it's fine. It's not like Monday mornings ever start off crazy.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
But we'll get there. It's fine. We'll all be fine. So we are staying at the Boardwalk, which I think we had talked about before, which we're very excited about. We're staying club level, which I've never stayed club level the Boardwalk. Have you?
I have not.
Okay, so I'm excited about that. And let's talk a little bit about why we stay club level, because I think that is a whole podcast, but we'll just talk about why we specifically stay club level a little bit, because we did have other options and we did choose the club level. But first of all, we do want to say a big part of it is that we are staying at a discounted rate. So we are using our travel agent discount for this hotel. This is not being paid for by anybody but us. Okay. So this, right. We're paying for this out of our own personal pockets. This isn't being paid for out of Disney Park Princess or anything else. We're paying for this ourselves out of our own pockets. # not sponsored. So, and we talked about a few different options, right? We talked about like Grand Destino maybe and seeing what that was, and but we don't have a dining plan. So the club level for us, we wind up eating a lot of our lounge.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like whenever I stay club level, I don't leave.
Yeah.
Just sit there all day. It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, for me, because we tend to, especially for this trip, we're going to be spending a lot of time at Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. The Boardwalk is perfect for that. But even if we go elsewhere, we tend to really home base at our hotel. We go back to the hotel a lot during the day to take a rest or to do something, and having that lounge to be able to go in, like we'll stop in the lounge before we go back to the room to grab it. For me, a Diet Coke, to grab a water, to grab a snack. They have like really good chocolate chip cookies. It's a really good pick me up at all these places. So, and then a lot of times before we head out in the evening, they will have started to put out their light hors d'oeuvres that they have in the evening. So we'll grab something there. So it's not a money saver because we're paying extra for it, but it's because we're spending so much time in the hotel anyway, we might as well take advantage of those amenities that are there. That's the way I see it.
I also do feel like we do eat out less when we stay club level because we're eating breakfast in the club level lounge. So we're not stopping somewhere else for breakfast. We've had dinners in the club level lounge because light hors d'oeuvres in some cases, like I know at the beach club, they had full entrees basically at the beach club.
I mean, when you do it at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, it's all the appetizers from Chico. So I mean, why not sit and get that?
Yeah. Yes. Plus, we will say that the club level lounge does include some adult beverages, which that's another place where we're probably saving money. Not so much me because I can't drink the wine or beer, and they only have cordials. Like I can get a Bailey's for like 2 hours in the evening or something like that, but that's it. So, but for Sharla and Heather,
8-week cleanup.
But you can, for people who don't know, if it's like they have a certain amount of time that the wine and beer is out and a certain amount of time that the cordials are out. However, you can ask for it at other times. You can.
The cordials, I have not had luck with that with the cordials. The wine and the beer we've had good luck with.
Yeah.
Even though give it to you in a to-go cup too if you want to take it down to the pool.
Yeah. So always ask. I mean, it's not going to hurt.
Can't hurt to ask.
So,
yeah. So I'll be interested to see how this compared to the last place we stayed. Well, I guess the last place we stayed was the Contemporary. So far, the Beach Club has been my favorite. The Contemporary I thought was very, very nice, but I didn't feel it was quite up to the level of the Beach Club.
Because it didn't have the secret ice cream freezer like
no 24-hour ice cream freezer. Yes.
Yeah.
Really, that's my litmus test. If there's no 24-hour ice cream freezer, you have to mark it down for that. So sorry. So we will be doing a full video review of the boardwalk, of the club level lounge, of our room, all of that. So that's one of the big goals actually is for this trip is to get footage for YouTube videos. So Sharla and I both have lists going on our phones of all the things that we want to try to get footage of, and Mother Nature is not cooperating with me because nobody wants to see video of Disney when it's raining. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get lots of interior shots. That'll be the goal.
Yeah.
So you can see all about our trip and everything over the next few weeks on our YouTube channel. What's that? You don't know we have a YouTube channel? You're not watching this on YouTube right now. You're just listening in your car as you commute. That's okay. YouTube.com/C/Disney Park Princess, and you can find all of our YouTube videos. What we're trying to do is create YouTube videos that pair up with blog posts. So no matter how you're consuming our content, whether you're looking at our blog or you're listening to our podcast or you're watching us on YouTube, that there's something for everybody. It doesn't matter how you get the information. You choose whatever's best for you. We're just trying to create options for people. So don't worry, the podcast isn't going anywhere. We're not suddenly going to be just doing exclusive. We're not YouTubers. Well, neither is, but the rest of us aren't.
No.
All right. So what else? We are Rise.
Let's talk about the weather first, because you mentioned it, and we want to mention that typical Orlando weather. It's supposed to be very nice and sunny on one day, and then it's a sliding scale downward until we leave. So when we arrive on Tuesday, it's supposed to be like 85 and sunny, and then it's not even that warm.
Well, it's supposed to be that warm. It's not supposed to be sunny.
Oh, it's not supposed to be sunny. I thought it was supposed to be sunny.
Face, she got so sad. Like, no, don't tell me that. I can't handle it.
No, it's a 30% chance of rain tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Well, and then it just gets more and more rainy and more go as we go throughout the week.
Yeah, literally the weather just like the graph just goes.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah. Partly cloudy, at least. And then 70% chance of rain. It's still warm on Wednesday. And then Thursday or Friday, what I would consider cold, what Sarah would consider nice weather.
Not even packing a jacket.
Yeah. So you should pack a raincoat. That's for sure.
I'm not packing. I should, but the raincoat I have is massive, and that's just not going to happen.
Okay.
I don't own a raincoat, but there is one that I really, really want. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, but I saw it at Hollywood Studios, and it's like sort of clear see-through, and it's got all the Disney snacks on it.
Yes, I saw that one, and that might.
I want that so bad, and I can't bring myself to buy it because it rains like 2 days a year here, but I want it so bad.
Oh well, we might have to get something like that because it is going to be rainy, definitely. So but remember. Last year, we said we were going. When we went in February, it was supposed to be rainy all week, and then it ended up being sunny and beautiful. So maybe
you never know. So let's talk about how that's affecting our packing, though, because you do sort of have to plan for pretty much every eventuality, from 40 degrees at night to 84 degrees when we, land in Florida tomorrow. Yeah. So it's a little crazy.
I know. So it's difficult because a lot of times, like, I will pack a coat. If I leave in the winter, I'll pack a coat, but I'll leave it in the car. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason to take it with me. But if it's that cold, I mean, it won't be that cold though during the day. So
just at night.
Yeah. So I don't want to take a big coat around. So
right.
So I'll excuse me. So I'll have to get out my jeans instead of just wearing shorts all week, like I really wanted to do. I really wanted to wear flip-flops and not my normal winter clothes that I have here. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sort of packing a range of things. So layers are important when it comes to trips like this one. So I have some short sleeves shirts. I have some long sleeve shirts. I have some hoodie sweatshirts to throw on over things. I've got some jeans. I've got some jeans with bigger holes in them. You know, it's, the level of sort of like how many holes are in my jeans will vary by the weather. You know?
Yeah. Well, I have not started packing, so I just don't know yet what to tell you. But
normally I would not have started packing by now, but I was trying to be very organized so that I could do
like
laundry.
There should be like an Instagram or Facebook story photo of the inside of your suitcases tomorrow when you land and you get to the hotel and you open it up so we can all see what you wound up packing.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I did post a photo of the 1 or 2 pairs of mini ears that I'm bringing with me.
6. She put 6 on the page. If you didn't see that,
it's 6 so far.
And might I add, not the ones that I made you.
Well, because I'm worried about packing those ones because I don't want anything to happen to them. Like that's why I don't tend to bring those with me. It's like I'm worried about them. I don't want them to get hurt.
Wear them on the plane, Sarah.
Put them in your purse.
Yeah, but they're fragile and I don't want them to get hurt. But no, believe me, I debate. They're right there. They're right there. They're right there. I debated about them like for a while, and they may change. It's possible the ears may change from the ones that I posted yesterday. But yes, right now I have 6 pairs packed. Don't judge me. I'm probably buying more. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. All right.
If they still have the Lunar New Year ears at Disneyland when I go with the butterfly charm, I'm buying them and I don't care.
You absolutely should. I don't even know why that would be a question. And then there's the light up balloon ears. Which...
I know.
Those are very cute.
I don't like that they light up. I said it. I'm sorry. They're supposed to be like the Mickey balloons. The Mickey balloons don't light up.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Do they really?
They do. Yeah.
They do.
Not out here, they don't.
I bet they do. You just haven't seen them, but they totally do.
Okay,
Totally
then
do.
it's acceptable.
They totally do.
And I hope they change color and they're not just red, because the ones in the balloons change color.
I know, but I don't think they do because the
I
plastic
hope that they make more of different color balloons because like I want a pair of purple ones, not the red Mickey balloon.
Yes, that is the only thing that is holding me back from purchasing them is that I've only seen the red. It's not my favorite.
And because let's be honest, I don't wear a lot of red. It doesn't look
Ever.
Good on me. So I'm going to wear it. It's not going to match any of the clothes that I have.
Right.
So I feel like I need a pink, a blue, a purple, something that's going to match my wardrobe.
Sharla,
this is a very real thing.
No,
so I know you're laughing at us, but everybody listening, I bet agrees with us.
I'm laughing at you because you have on red right now. It is on your...
Oh, that's pink.
That's bright pink. This is a magenta.
To me.
It is bright pink magenta.
You need a new monitor. It's definitely pink. I've seen that shirt.
Okay, that solves it. I just need a new computer. That's it.
I own exactly 2 red shirts and 1 green shirt. Those are like the 2 colors I almost never wear.
All right. Anyway, back to our talk. We took like a hard left there somewhere. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Heather's trip. Heather, you are headed to Disneyland, right?
Yes, I am, which is not exactly a trek for me like it is for you, though to be fair, it'll take me as long to drive to Disneyland as it will for you two to fly to Florida. But so it's technically in my backyard, but I'm going and I'm staying down there for the long weekends. I'll be at the Grand Californian, so it's a little mini staycation, I guess.
Nice. All right. And is there a purpose to this trip, or what's your plan?
Of course there is a purpose. It is called the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival.
There you go.
So excited. It's the opening weekend. I was actually planning on going the following weekend, but I couldn't get a hotel room, and it's food and wine, so I have to spend days there. So I don't know what's going on at Disneyland, guys, but every hotel room on property is sold out from like now until Easter. So
wow.
If you don't have your reservations, I'm sorry, you're in trouble. But So I got the very last room at the Grand Californian. I have a downtown Disney view, which I really like, actually. I like to see the hustle and bustle of what's going on down there. It's fun.
I loved our downtown Disney view that we had in August. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you get to see, if you're lucky, depending on where your room is, you'll catch a glimpse of the Disneyland fireworks, which is nice.
That was awesome. Mm-hmm. All right. And then, so I've never been to California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. Is it similar to Epcot? Like, how is it different?
Yeah. So it's very, very familiar if you know the Epcot one, except it's a lot smaller. So it's newer. It's only been good. They had it back in the day. They got rid of it for several years, and they just brought it back 3 or maybe 4 years ago. So it's the same concept. There's little kiosks, around the park. They actually use the entire park for this one as opposed to just the World Showcase.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But it's a lot smaller. I want to say there's only maybe 15 booths, maybe even a little bit less. It's more expensive. It's not uncommon for things to start at $9, $10.
Wow.
However,
wow.
it's a much bigger portion. And I will say, I love the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. It is my favorite thing on the planet. The food out here is phenomenal. Like, it blows Epcot's food out of the water. So at the one in California,
okay.
listen, you know I'm a professional food and winer. So the ones at Epcot, there's I am a professional.
She said it. She's a professional whiner. She said it.
Food and whiner. So the ones at Epcot, like, you'll go and there are some things that are just okay, some things that you really love, some things that are awful and you're never going to eat again. For the years that I've been doing the California one, every single thing I've had has been phenomenal. Everything, hard stop. It's just the food quality is a little better, but it's more expensive.
All right, so here's the deal. For our Instagram stories, it's going to be me and Sharla until Friday, and then you take over and you start posting the food.
Perfect. Be prepared to
Instagram stories. Love it. Fantastic.
But yeah, so, and then, they have like the little beer and wine tastings, and they have mixology classes, and they're starting to do more of the higher end events too. So they do kind of like a chef's dinner at Carthay Circle. I haven't tried that one yet, but it's similar.
Okay, awesome. I love it. All right, so Rise of the Resistance. We haven't talked about that yet. Is everybody trying to get on it? Heather, are you going to try?
We're going to try. I have Justin with me, who is a Star Wars fan, so I can't not try.
So obviously you're okay. All right, so Sharla and I are also going to try. I don't know exactly. We've got these. Sharla, I have a feeling that like all of these fast passes that we've booked are going to go like right out the window because Yeah.
Here's what I always wonder, like, you go and you get your boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance. You have no idea what time of day you're going. What if you have a dining reservation and you're sitting there at like Brown Derby and all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, gotta go.
I know.
Please. Like, how long did they hold it for?
I know. And we actually have a dining reservation at Tusker House that I have a sneaking suspicion might get.
Sharla will escape the trip without having again.
I don't know. To me, it depends on what boarding group we can get. If we get a good one or something like that. But if we get one that we don't think we're going to be able to do, like, because we don't think that they're going to get to that number or something like that, then it just may not matter. But we can, the good thing is, like, I can go right now and look at the app and I can see what they are boarding. So we can keep an eye on it. And if we think that, we can do it, like right now at 1:15 p.m., they're boarding groups 45 through 61. Okay. So maybe we can kind of keep a gauge on it and say, okay, they're boarding this group or whatever. So let's see what we can do.
And that is the nice thing about staying at the boardwalk is we can get up, walk over, take 2 steps into the park, get our virtual boarding group, turn around, walk out and go do whatever else we were planning on doing that day and come back at hopefully what is approximately the time of our boarding group if we're lucky enough to get one. So, that is one of the benefits about staying so close is that we can literally just walk over, go somewhere else.
And that's kind of my plan here at Disneyland too. I'm staying on property. Again, it's all going to depend on extra magic hours, but I'll be in the park when it opens, get my boarding pass, and then I can leave. But what's cool about Disneyland is, my boarding pass is whatever. I'm just going to go to California Adventure, eat at the food and wine booth.
Right.
I have 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back over there. So head back and forth.
Much easier at Disneyland.
You can just walk into Disneyland Park, right? You don't have to walk all the way back to Galaxy's Edge to get the boarding pass, right?
As far as I know, it's just into the park. But however, Friday night I will be in my hotel room studying like the very latest of like what to do, how am I going to get him on this ride type of thing.
Yeah. And we should say that there are some great videos out there from, other podcasters and other YouTubers. And so there's a lot of research on how to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group. And we're going to be doing the same things that you're all doing. We're going to be watching those videos. And so check them out. I think All Ears has one and Touring Plans, I think, has one. And so there's some great, other resources out there that you should absolutely check out if this is something that you are going to be trying to do as well for your trips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And who knows, it could change by the time you go. It could very well change.
It could change by the time we go.
I don't think it will, but it could.
Yeah, that is not outside the realm of possibility at all. So, for example, the Rise of the Resistance boarding queue had power outages at Disneyland over the weekend. So,
yeah,
who knows?
You just never know. It's Disney. Things happen. All right. So let's talk about Charlotte. We are having a sort of a meet, a drinks meet for people. So if you are hearing this, and I almost hesitate to talk about it because if you're hearing this, it's probably already over or you've got like an hour to get there. Because we are having a meet and greet on Wednesday, February 26th, which is the day this podcast is being released. So if you're going to be in Walt Disney World this evening at 5:30 p.m., we are meeting in the Dahlia Lounge, which is the rooftop lounge of the Grand Destino Tower at Disney's Coronado Springs. So you do not need park admission to come. You do not have to purchase anything if you don't want to. If you just want to come out and hang out and say hi, that's completely fine. If you want to grab a drink or order some small plates or something, fantastic. But we would love to see you. So if you're going to be in the area, definitely stop by and say hi. We'll be there for about an hour from 5:30 to 6:30. And then we actually have a dining reservation for Toledo. So
then they're kicking you out.
And then
they're going to eat.
It's only a reservation for 2, so you can't come with us. But
and then I am going to do a Facebook Live from Disneyland, somewhere at Disneyland on Saturday. We haven't decided yet what time, what sounds like the most fun. So if you have any feedback of what you'd like to see in Disneyland or what time works best for you, let us know, send us an email, put it in the comments, and then I will post it probably Thursday or Friday on the Facebook page, letting everybody know when to tune in.
Yeah. And Sharla and I are going to try to do some Facebook Lives as well. We're going to try to do maybe one in the public group. So on Facebook, that's the Disney Park Princess group, not the page, the group. And then I think we'll try to do one for in our Patreon group as well. So we'll try to do a little something different for everybody. So same thing. If you have any requests, you can send us a message or an email. We will be checking our emails and everything while we're away. Instagram, direct message, Facebook message, a variety of ways to get the information to us. So just let us know. All right. What else?
We are going to try and stalk Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
That's right.
We don't think we're going to be able to get on it because it sounds like it's only cast member previews and it's not a soft opening. And so there's that. But that's okay because if we can get on it, great. If not,
just means we have to go back.
We'll be back.
I'll be there in April. So
yeah,
maybe I could do that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see the new parade at Disneyland because it debuts Friday and I can't wait.
Right.
That's awesome. Magic Happens? Is that what it's
Magic
called?
Happens.
All
yes.
Right.
Let's see if the magic is working. It's always like the first couple of days, nothing goes right. So fingers crossed.
Hopefully all the floats are operational and,
I'm super. I really just can't wait for the Sleeping Beauty float. The dress changing. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
So cute. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. That looks adorable. Sharla, you and I, is there any new entertainment that we're going to be? I haven't seen Epcot Forever yet. Maybe that'll happen.
I
like
that
should like it.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing Happily Ever After inside the park because the only time I have seen it has been from the Polynesian Lounge. So I would like to see the projection and things like that.
Okay.
So I still have not seen Rivers of Light because I'm never over at Animal Kingdom at night. Maybe that'll happen. I mean, it's a short trip, so,
Right.
I know that Regal Eagle is open. Maybe check that out.
Yes. Regal Eagle has opened after weeks of us saying it's opening.
It's officially open. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard
the smoker's not working. Apparently.
Is that just for show or is like that?
It was not supposed to be just for show.
It is now. I'm actually really curious about the plant-based option they have. So
if I go there, that's what I'm having. So if we happen to be to me, the way I see it is that's awesome. If I happen to be walking by the American Adventure and I'm hungry, I'll eat there.
Yeah.
If not, I'm probably not going to seek it out. But I mean, absolutely, we're going to spend some time in World Showcase, and we're going to, definitely eat some food in World Showcase.
Yeah.
Especially because there is no festival. It's over with. The Festival of the Arts has ended. So we've got to eat somewhere. So yeah, if we're there, I'll absolutely check it out. But I'm not going to go out of my way to go there. I have plenty of barbecue options here that are excellent, and it's just not my personal thing.
Yeah.
But I'll probably go in there
person.
and look around and maybe take some photos and stuff. So
yep,
that's what I'll do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We will definitely be. The whole point of this trip is photos and footage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the tour, the photos and footage.
And food.
And there you go. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love an alliteration. Oh, all right. Photos, footage, and food tour. I love it. I'm having t-shirts made.
Yeah.
Photos, footage, and food 2020.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for us this week. In our Patreon extra, we're going to be talking a little bit more about, I don't know. What should we talk about?
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Yeah. Surprise.
And by
Patreon
surprise,
extra.
that means we now sit for 15 minutes trying to figure it out before we record.
Yeah. All right. So stay tuned for the Patreon extra, which is going to be a surprise. We will be back next week. And next week is also a bit of a mystery because there's a couple of things that may happen between now and then that would affect what we talk about in the podcast. So if they announce the new dining plan, it might be a dining plan podcast. There's also a rumor floating around that Disney Cruise Line is going to be announcing the rest of the 2021 itineraries, and who knows what that could bring. So we just don't know. So we'll see. But follow along on Instagram. We are at Diz Park Princess on Instagram. Follow on YouTube at youtube.com/c/Disney Park Princess. Pinterest, we are pinterest.com/Diz Park Princess. And then on Facebook, we have a Facebook page, which hopefully you have liked. And we have a Facebook group, which hopefully you have joined. And you can find all of that information on our website, disneyparkprincess.com. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.